Okay, we are back. Long day today, been a busy day, and I think this will be my last repair of the day. Just 1 second, let me fix my mic. All tangled up. Okay. I may need to order a new mic because this cable looks bad. I got a new Xbox. Let's go under the hand camera. Just received this in the mail and contact the customer, told him we received it. His name is William. William, hope you're watching. And I'm finna start on it. Let me go ahead and connect my phone to YouTube real fast. Make sure the life is going smooth. My internet up here sucks. And done. I have 81 subscribers. There you go. And we already have someone watching. Alright, we're gonna start straight to it. We're not gonna sit down here and talk too much. It's almost 5 o'clock. We got 2 screws, one here. Not gonna tear the whole sticker. Some people take the whole sticker off. We don't need the whole sticker off. We just need this little part. That's it. Just enough to take the screw out. And let's go ahead. We got 2 green screws. And then let's pop this open. Set it to the side. Let's go ahead and disconnect this fan. We got 3 screws on the fan. We got one in the middle. Ooh, that motherfucker. Oh, this one tight. And this is the 3rd one off the fan. Go ahead, set the fan on the side. Now what I got is this little... Oh, why everything is tight? There you go. Alright, now we got 3 screws right here. 1, 2, 3, and a black one. I'm gonna go ahead and remove them. Okay, and we got one more screw up here just so we can get this motherboard out. Alright, before we get the motherboard out, we'll have to push down on this connector and pull this out. And the second connector has a tab where you pull out, and then you can disconnect by pulling up. Alright, push it to the left just an inch and pull it out. Set it to the side. Let's go ahead and remove the disc tray. And remove this little elastic thing they have around here. Now we just got a lot of screws around here. Let's go ahead and remove all of these screws. You can stack up your screws however you want. I know where all the screws go. Been doing this system for the past, I think, 2.5 years since they came out. 2 years, 2.5. And I memorized where all the screws go. And I just did another Xbox mail-in. And they both just have one little, not sure if you can see it, but that's the damage. Let's get back to it. Now we just got the power supply, got 4 screws on that. And I already disconnected all of these cables. Some of these screws are too tight. Alright, power supply should come out. And this top board and bottom board. Now let's go ahead and remove this little shield. I like to remove it with this right here. Alright, we'll clamp it back down. Now we got 4 screws. We need to remove this motherboard so we can change this HDMI port. Let's go ahead and remove these 4 screws real quick. I'm loosening them one by one so they can come out a little bit easy, no struggling. Okay, now we're done. Just gotta separate this. Yes, there you go. And let's go under the microscope. We're back under the microscope. Let's do this. Let me get my phone so I can watch myself. And turn on the equipment. While the equipment's turned on, this is the HDMI port. This is the damage. This is what we're working on. Yep. Alright, the equipment's almost ready. So what we do, we always flip it around. Start with the bottom anchors. We apply flux. And then we get our low melt solder. And we apply low melt solder on these little connectors. You don't need much, you just need to mix it up, just like that. Yep, just enough to mix up. You don't need to have a big old blob of solder. Nope. This is it. Now, let me go ahead and add some water in this. Okay, now we'll flip it around. And let me grab my tweezers off the other desk and apply some flux. And let's go ahead and remove this HDMI port. On our heat, we're using 500 with 120. It should take about, look at my tweezers, I use them for everything. It should take about a good 2-3 minutes worth of heat. Just keep your heat going left to right. You can focus on one side. You can see how it starts melting, then go back to the other side. And you can do your pens. Yep, now keep going, left, right, left, right. You can stay on one side for about a few seconds. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Oh, it's almost there. You can see all these pins in the middle are loose. Just waiting for it to warm up. Okay. Now while the board is still hot, let's go ahead and wick these holes real quick so we can lay our new HDMI port down. Let's add some flux that will help with the flow of solder. Yeah. Alright, let me cut that piece of wick and grab another one. And that's the process of removing the HDMI port. We still need to wick just a little bit more. And then we clean this little flux before we apply that new HDMI. There we go. Now let's go ahead and clean. Let's remove this out the way. Okay. Let me go grab a new connector and I'll be right back. We got the new connector. This is our new connector, brand new. So let's go ahead and drop it. Don't mind my long ass nails. I'll work. And let's go ahead and get our thermal paste ready on the napkin that we're going to use. And get some of that thermal paste. And let's go ahead and push down a little bit so we can hold it in this place and apply solder on all these legs. Make sure it mixes pretty well. Yep. Now we just have a bridge. We can remove it by applying some flux and moving the solder just around until we suck it all up. Okay. This side is done, so we have to flip it around and solder the other side. Yep, 100%. Let's flip it right here. And do the same over here. Apply some flux. And let's go ahead with our iron solder, and we'll get our heat gun on low settings so it can help us float that solder down through the hole to the other side so the HDMI can secure in the spot real good. Alright. We just apply a little bit of flux. It helps the solder go down quick. And float it one more time. Float that one more time. And float this one more time. It should be good. That's clean. And this is what we got. Just drop something. Oh, I don't even have my mic on me, so the volume probably was low. Sorry about that. But we are done. We are done. Done. Let's go ahead and reassemble. Go back under the hand cam. Oh, my mic. Watch that cable. Oh. Okay. Let's go ahead and reassemble. We're going to put all of this back together so we can go ahead and test it and ship it back to the customer. Now 4 screws up here. Just putting the screws on by hand, and then I'll go ahead and with the screwdriver and tighten them up. 1 sec. Okay. The HDMI process only took like 5 minutes, and taking it apart and putting it back together will take probably 10-15 minutes each. Alright. Let's go ahead and put this back on. Just straightening up this little piece of metal, putting it back straight so it can fit in nice and tight. Alright, now we'll get the top board, slide in that flux. That's it. Connect the flux cable. That's it. Now we'll get the power supply, put that in the spot, clamp everything, and now we get this shield with this cable goes on top, doesn't go on the bottom. Some people, after they put it back down, they're like, oh, why it's not fitting? Because it goes on top, not on the bottom. Now let's go ahead and put all these screws back. We got a long one here, long one there, long one here, long one there, oops, long one there. Let's tighten them up, and then we'll do the other set of screws. Then we can test and end this live video. Alright, now we got mid-size screws, and there's one more long screw. This baby goes right over here. And then we have 3 mid-size screws. 2 of them go on the charger port. One goes over here. And then we have black screws. A lot of them. One goes right here. Then after you put the one that goes on top of the power supply, you got the shield that goes over it. And one more screw connects to that. Alright, let's go ahead and put the rest of these black screws. If you need this repair done to your system, you can contact us at www.xlwirelessmemphis.com. You can message us there. You can pay after or pay before the repair, is up to you. The faster it gets to us, the faster we work on it. Now we got this little board and 3 screws that holds it up. Okay, now everything else that's left, that goes on the casing and it goes on everything else. Let's put the strap down, lay it down flat, align these holes. Let's align that hole. That sits on here. And this goes around. It sits on a little loop. Then 3 slots. And it locks in. Just like that. Let's get this drive. Plug it in. Alright. And pick it up. Bring the case in. Move these wires out the way. Align it like a few inches to the left. And then you're going to move it back to the right. Let's go ahead and put the green screws to hold the chassis with the frame, I guess, if you want to call that. Okay. Great. Now let's clamp these back in. And this one. Great. Now let's get the fan, slap it in its place. It sits just smooth. And the fan got one big fat screw that goes in the middle. And it has 2 black screws that goes on each corner. And we got this thing that holds the disk drive in its place so it doesn't be shaken. That has a screw right here, a black one. And then another black screw that goes on top. And we're left with 2 green screws. Them the screws that goes on this little shield. But let's go ahead and put everything together, because I'm sure this repair is done. We won't need to be taking this apart unless something else is wrong with the system other than the HDMI port, say like the retimer chip that controls the HDMI image to shoot to the TV, where it reads the data back and forward from the HDMI from the system to the TV. I've seen a few, but let's go ahead and hope this one ain't the case. Put this in here, align the, see which way it goes, and twist. There you go. Now let's go to the TV. I'm gonna just do this for you guys. Bingo. Okay. All right. So we're gonna not walk, but slide with my. We'll plug in the power, plug in the HDMI, and press the power button. I'm ready to go. I don't know about you guys, but I am ready to go. The system just came on. I can go get a controller real quick. Give me 2 seconds. Okay, I'm back. The system is on. Okay, I see the username. You don't need to connect the controller. But let's go ahead and do this. Okay. And yes. NEMISS username. NEM1S1BS. System is ready. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe for more videos. I'm going to end this video right here. If you want this repair done to your system, you can contact us at www.xlwirelessmemphis.com, and we can get this done for you the same day. I'm going to end the live.